Good morning, one and all present here. This is Amit Kumar Singh, and welcome everyone to my class on logarithm, which I'm going to discuss from a subject called business maths, statistics, and logical reasoning. When I talk about this subject called business maths, statistics, and logical reasoning of CA Foundation exam, in this subject, you have to write an 100 marks exam, which you have to do in 2 hours, and the negative marking pattern would be 4R minus W. You can see a mock test paper for business maths, logical reasoning, and statistics. Here, here for this subject, you can expect out of 100 percentage, 40% portion will be come from business maths, 20% questions will come from logical reasoning, and 40% questions will come from statistics. So when I talk about this topic, which I'm going to do now, I'm going to discuss the topic called logarithm. So when I talk about this topic called a logarithm, so this topic logarithm, you can expect around 30% questions, not from logarithm, like altogether, you can consider a portions like ratio and proportion, you can consider indices, logarithm, equation, matrices, then linear inequalities. From all these all together, you can expect 20 to 30%. So 30% of 40, if I say around 12 marks question, you can expect 20% of 40 is around 8. So 8 to 12 marks question you can expect from this topic. Uh, so that way you can see this question number 3. So that way this become very important. So if log 9x plus log 3x is 3 by 2, what is the value of x? So how will you do this? So you have to think on this part. So how you can think on this part, that ultimately will give you the consideration of working on the logarithm. So we'll do this problem. You don't have to worry on. This is very easy problem. Getting the answers for these kind of questions are not at all difficult. So one by one, I'll do all the topics for you in business maths, statistics, and logical reasoning, so that your preparation will be done free of cost through YouTube. So what I expect from you, that you should subscribe to my channel, and every time I'll come up with new and new videos and all the topics on business maths, statistics, and logical reasoning. So at the time of this corona epidemic, you can prepare for your exam free of cost through YouTube. And that what commitment I need from your end is that you should sit with notebook and pen, and in case of any movement you found the class is going a little bit fast or any kind of inconvenience, you can pause the video, understand what is going on. In case of doubt, please write your doubt in your comment option. Come up with more and more obligation. That way we can satisfy our work. So my mail ID is Amit Singh 0105 at the rate of gmail.com. So in case of any doubt or any kind of confusion, or maybe if you have some question on maths or you want that clarification from me, you can anytime you can mail me your doubts, so I will be there to help you on that part. So that way we can serve the objective. So what I want to do, I want to come up with those topics in maths which I feel are important, which I feel which student don't like much. So I thought let's start with some topics which normally the CA foundation student don't feel very much comfortable with. And one of the topic which I realized from my experience of teaching to CA foundation students in and around different colleges and schools in Bangalore, is that students normally don't like this topic called logarithm. Although logarithm as a topic, we talk about this topic called logarithm, so although logarithm, those students who are from IC, all the students who are from ICSE background, they have studied logarithm in class 9th. CBSE, there's no chapter called logarithm in mathematics in none of the classes, either 8, 9, 10th, 11, 12. But even then, to solve the problems in and around on indices or exponentials, or in order to solve the problems on quadratic equations, or in chemistry, when we work on chemical kinetics, or in physics or in economics, we need an understanding of logarithm. So logarithm, I don't think that maybe 2 marks or maybe 3 marks question come from this topic. Understand logarithm as a topic. It's important to create a foundation for you in mathematics. So don't study this subject, don't study this chapter just to get marks in the CA foundation exam. Trust me guys, when you go ahead and once you clear the CA foundation exam, when you start preparing for IPCC level, there when you study finance, there's a subject which you need to do, that is financial management. So there again the application of logarithm will come. Again, then when we do SFM, strategic financial management, in CA final, again the application of logarithm will apply. So you cannot keep yourself away from this topic called logarithm. So it is the way how we deal with number. So it is the way of working on calculation. So when we talk about logarithm, why logarithm come in picture? So imagine if I ask you, imagine if I ask you that, 1 minute, imagine. So imagine if I'm asking you in, like, suppose if I ask you 2 to the power, imagine, 1 minute, I'm finding a little bit difficulty. Let me erase this. So 1 minute. Imagine if I ask you 2 to the power n is equal to 5. Imagine I ask you one question that 2 to the power n is equal to 5. Tell me the value of n. So what is the value of n? 2 to the power n is equal to 5. Tell me the value of n. Now you will be confused. You will think, how will I find this value? So in order to find this value, you use trial error method. There is no other way. If I ask you 2 plus n equal to 5, you can tell me the answer. If I tell you 2 minus n equal to 5, you can tell me the answer. If I ask you 2 into n equal to 5, you can tell me the answer. If I ask you 2 divided by n equal to 5, you can tell me the answer. But when I'm asking you 2 to the power n equal to 5, tell me the answer for this, then the one of the way you can do is to you can start applying trial error method. So by using trial error method, you think about the answer. You can think about, okay, that 2 to the power n is equal to 2. Okay, so the n can't be 1. So 2 to the power 2 is equal to 4. So again, I need RHS as 5. So again, the value is more than 2. And you know that 2 to the power 3 is equal to 8. So that means your n, when you talk about your n is between 2 and 3. That means your n is between 2 and 3. That you can come up with that understanding that that your n value is somewhere between 2 and 3. So what is that value of n? So if I ask you, tell me the value of n, then in order to get that value of n, there's only one way you can get the value of n, and that value of n, when you're looking for, so if you're really looking for the most closest approximate answer, then the new branch on maths can help you to get the answer, which was laid foundation by John Napier in around 17th century. That is called logarithm. And what logarithm basically do, when we talk about logarithm, what basically logarithm basically do, so log of any number, log of a, and if you want log of a to the power x, if you want this value log of e to the power x, so whenever you multiply any number, so suppose your number was a to the power x is equal to maybe b. So if you multiply the log with both sides, so then you will get log of a to the power x is equal to log b. So it is a property of logarithm. I'll discuss the property of logarithm. So it is a property of logarithm that log of a to the power x equal to log b. So that will result into x log a is equal to log b. So that will give you the answer that x is equal to log b by log a. So here in this case, log b by log a. So here in this case, if I'm looking for the value of n, so if I really want the value of n, so if I multiply log with both sides, I'll get n log 2 is equal to log 5. So then I'll get the value of n is equal to log 5 by log 2. Okay, so while discussing log further, you will remember that it would really great if you can remember that when we talk about log 5 is 0.699 and log 2 is 0.3010. So log 2 is 0.3010. So if you solve this, you'll get the value of n. So that way it will serve your answer. So I hope you understood. So I'm not gonna work on these values. Doing these values is not something which is important for me right now. What is important for me is to make you understand why we are using it. So before you try to solve the answer, before you try to solve the answer for this kind of question, first when you're studying log, the chapter called logarithm, you have to understand the reason why we should study. So the important thing is that why we should study this chapter called logarithm. So I'm giving you the reason why you should study logarithm, because logarithm is the inverse function of exponential, where we study log to determine the value of unknown and if that unknown is in power. So that's why we study this chapter called logarithm. So when we go ahead studying this, so if I go ahead studying this chapter called logarithm, so understand that if a to the power x is equal to n, if a to the power x is equal to n, and here where your n is greater than 0, your n should be positive value, your a should be a positive value, and your a should not be equal to 1. So then you can determine the value of x, that what can give you the value equal to n. So basically logarithm of a number to a given base is the index or the power to which the base must be raised to produce the number. So the same number I can write as log of base a n is equal to x. So the same number I can write like this form. So log of base a n equal to x. So this is the way how we express the number in the form of logarithm. So it is a way how we express the number in the form of logarithm. So suppose if I say 2 to the power 4 is equal to 16. So any positive number you can express like either in the form of power, like 2 to the 16 as a number, you can write as 2 to the power 4 is equal to 16, or same number you can write as log of base 2 16 is equal to 4. Okay, so that understanding need to be developed. Then if I say 5 to the power minus 3 is equal to 1 by 125, everyone knows 5 to the power 3. So 5 to the power minus 3 is 1 by 125. So the same thing I can write in the form of log of base 5. The argument is 1 by 125, that will give you value called minus 3. Okay, so the very important thing is that whenever you work on logarithm, so this a, what you can see, this a we called as a base. Whenever you work on logarithm, this a, what you can see, is called as base. This n, what you can see, is called as argument or a number. So when we talk about base, so whenever you talk about base on logarithm, so the base of a logarithm should be a positive number not equal to 1. So why not equal to 1? I'll explain you. Whenever you talk about the base, here a is the base. Whenever you talk about base in logarithm, that the base of a logarithm should be a positive real number not equal to 1. While when you talk about argument or a number, it should be a positive number. You can never determine the log of negative number or 0. Okay, so these things you can keep in your mind whenever you work on logarithm. So that way, if you can keep that in your mind, it will really will serve your objective, and it will make yourself to develop a proper understanding whenever you work on logarithm. So imagine if I ask you, so suggest the value of x. Suppose if I ask you that, like suppose if I'm asking you a question, suppose if I'm asking you a question that log of base x minus 1 and your number is x minus 3. So if I ask you suggest a value of x, tell me the value of x, tell me all the acceptable value of x. So what values of x will what values of x can you put in this equation? Suppose if I ask you this question, so log base is x minus 1 and your argument is x minus 3. So suggest a value of x. So if you see this, you know that in log the base must be a positive number. You know that your base must be positive number, so your x should be greater than 1. Then you know the next thing, that your base should not be equal to 1, means your x should not be equal to 2. Then next thing, whenever you are finding the log, the argument should be greater than 0, so x should be greater than 0. So ultimately, if you consider a number line, if you consider a number line, if you consider a number line, okay, so if you consider a number line, consider a number line like this. So what values of x will you consider? So the value of x should be greater than 1. The value of x, if you take this, the value of x should be greater than 1, not equal to 2. Not equal to 2. It should be greater than 1, but not equal to 2. So if you consider first two, argument, then you can write the acceptable value of x is from 1 to infinity. Okay, so the acceptable value of x, you can say that the acceptable, if you consider first two equation, you can say the acceptable value of x is 1 to infinity minus, it should not be 2. So if you consider first and two equation, you can say that the value of x which it can consider is that the x can consider any value from 1 to positive infinity, and it should not consider the value 2. But if you consider the third equation, so if you consider the third equation, that the third equation states that that if the x value should be greater than 3. The third equation states that the x value should be greater than 3. So in that way, when you consider, when you think about the intersection of all together, ultimately what you can say, the value of x should be greater than 3. So that would be your final answer. So ultimately you can say that the acceptable value of x, so if you consider first 2 and 3, all the three equations all together, so if you consider all 1, 2 and 3, all the equations, consider all the three equations all together, so ultimately the value of x you will get is that the value of x should be greater than 3. So this question, simply I asked this question just to make yourself a little bit comfortable while understanding the concept on logarithm. So when you work on logarithm, it is important that you should develop some basic understanding on whenever we work on logarithm. Logarithm is altogether a different ways of performing calculation. So when you work on logarithm to perform calculation, you need to work on the properties on logarithm. So what are the properties of logarithm? So what are the properties of logarithm? Altogether, you need to work on the properties of logarithm. So the first property of logarithm you can say is log of base AB is equal to log of base AB. Any base can be anything. That should be m by log of base MA. So you can express any number like this way. So the property of log of base AB is equal to log of B base M divided by log of A divided by base M. This you can also write as 1 divided by log of base B A. This can be one of the property of logarithm. What I mean actually, if you are confused with this, so I can write this log of 7 base 7 9 is equal to, I can write anything, log of 9 by log of 7. M can be any positive number and not equal to 1. So or I can write this number as 1 divided by log of base 9 7. Okay, so properties, it is important that you should be well versed with properties. If you are confident on properties, then solving question on logarithm will not be difficult for you. Then the next property of log, any base log AB is equal to log of any base. Suppose your base is m, log base m AB is equal to log A plus log b, log a plus log b. This is very important. This property is very important. So if I talk about log 6, if I talk about log 6, so log 6 is nothing but log 6. If I talk about, so log 6 is nothing but log of 2 into 3. Okay, so this I can write as log of 2 plus log of 3. Clear? So if you see the question from exercise, uh, if you see the questions from 1 minute, if you see the questions from exercise, if you see this question number 1, log 6 plus log 5 is what? Log 30. Very simple. If you see this question number 1, log 6 plus log 5 is what? Log 6 plus log 5 means what? Log of 6 into 5 means log 30. I hope you understood this. Clear, no? Everyone understood this. Okay. So then the third property on log, you can see, then it means log of base a equal to 1. So it is always, it is very important. So log of any number, if this is 100 and this is 100, that will be equal to 1. So means what power of 100 will give you 100? That will be 1 only. Next property on logarithm is that log of base m a by b, base m a by b, that is equal to log of base m a minus log of base m b. Okay, so if I see the problem, so if you see this question number 2, if you see this question number 2, guys, if you see this question number 2, we'll talk about question number 2. So you know that I started with this. So log of a to the power m is equal to m log a. Okay, so we'll do the question number 2 based on that. So you can see the question number 2, log base 2 8, log base 2 8. You see question number 2, log base 2 8. This is nothing but log base 2 8. I can write as 2 cube. Okay, so this will give you 3 log base 2 2. And already I have told you this log of a, base a is 1. So if you see this, so log 8 you can write as log base 2 2 cube. So that means that is equal to 3 log 2 base 2. That will give you the value called 3. That is question number 2. So like this kind of question is asked. The answer is option C, 3. Okay, now if you see the question number 3, log 32, if you see question number 3, that is log 32 divide by 4. So log 32 divide by 4. So question number 3 is log of 32 divide by 4. So this is nothing but log of a by b. That means log of 32 minus log of 4. Okay, so this is log of 32 minus log of 4. So the third question, the answer is option B. Okay, question number 4, already you know that. Okay, so if you see question number 4, the answer is what? Log 1 into 2 into 3. So you know this, no? So already we have discussed this. Already we have discussed this. So log of AB is equal to log A plus log B. So log of 1 into 2 into 3 is what? Log of 1 plus log of 2 plus log of 3. The answer is A. Question number 4, the answer is A. Clear, na? Everyone is understanding. Very simple. Very simple. Now question number 5. If you see question number 5, if you see question number 5, question number 5 is like, if you see question number 5, if you see question number 5, so your question number 5 is like a log base is 0.1, base is 0.1, and your argument is 0.0001. 0. That is your question number 5. So I believe everyone have the basic understanding. So this number I can write as log of 0.0001 by log of 0.1, and already you know this. So now I can express this number scientifically. This is nothing but this is 10 to the power minus 4. This is nothing but log of 10 to the power minus 1. This much I believe everyone knows this. Very basic maths. So this is minus 4 log of 10 divided by minus 1 log of 10. So that will give you the answer, Carl. The answer for this question is 4. Clear? Any moment of time, if you are finding anything difficult to understand, you can pause the video at any moment of time and you can watch it again. So in case of any confusion, you can do that work. So you, when you are watching the recorded class, so that flexibility you have, so you don't have to worry on that part. So that kind of convenience we have whenever we work on the question. So that way, it will definitely will serve the objective. Okay, so these properties are very important. So when we know the property, then only we can solve the question. If we are not aware of the property, then solving question is not so convenient. Then next property is a log base b c is equal to c log base b a. This is the next property. So I have not found any question based on this property. I can show you some questions on that. 1 minute. So I have other questions on logarithm. From there, I can show you this question based on this property. So you can see. One minute. Let me just search the question based on that property. So that way I can help you with this. So you can see this question number. This question. So if you see this question, so this question is like a b square 5 log base ba. If you want the answer for this question, so you know the property. What is that property? I told you. So if you really want, this is not so important for your CA foundation. Based on this property, you cannot expect, better not to expect question based on this property. But in case, worst case situation, if any question comes also, that also I'm doing for you. Suppose this is the question. So how will you express this number? So you can express this number as, so this you can express this number. This is b square. So this will be log of base b. This is 5. So this 5 will, you can bring this side, it will become x to the power 5. Okay, so you can do that work. Okay, now ultimately you can write this number as x to the power 5 log base b square. Okay, can you understand this? Better let me write it somewhere else. It will become too much inconvenient for you people. Just let me write down this question. So this question is b square 5 log base bx. So this is your question. So your question is like this. So let me write it somewhere else so that you can understand this question. So suppose you want to do this question. Your question is like this: b square log base b square 5 log b square 5 log base b x. So ultimately you can write this number. This is, you know that inverse of that. So you know that log of a to the power x is equal to x log a. So x log a is equal to log of a to the power x. So I can write this number as b square log base b x to the power 5. Okay. Now I can interchange the base. It becomes x to the power 5 log base b square. Okay. So I can shift their place. Okay. So if I'm shifting their place, ultimately, so this is x to the power 5. You can see this is nothing but 2 log base b. So you know that log base b is equal to 1. You know that this is equal to 1. Ultimately, the answer for this question would be x to the power 10. So that way, that understanding you can develop. So that understanding you can develop. Clear, right? Okay. So, so this questions, these properties are important for us to understand. We can solve question, yeah, if we are good in these properties. So that way it will serve our objective. Okay. So when we go ahead, we need to be very confident about these properties, and more we are confident about these properties, better way we can solve the question. So if you see the question number 6, if you see the question number 6 is 2 log x equal to 4 log 3, then x equal to. So if you see question number 6 is like, question number 6 is like 2 log x is equal to 2 log x is equal to 4 log 3. Okay, so they're asking you the value of x. I can write log of x square is equal to log of 3 to the power 4. 3 to the power 4, simple. I can write log of x square is equal to log of 81. Then I can say x square is equal to 81. So then I can say the value of x is plus minus 9. Then I can say that value of x is plus minus 9. And you know that that the log cannot accept negative value. So the ultimately the value of x would be 9. So question number 6, the answer for that would be option B, 9. Simple. Okay, now question number 7. Question number 7 is log root 264. Log root 264. If I solve question number 7, if I solve question number 7 is log root 264. Now tell me what power of 2 will give you 64. You can write this log of 64 divided by log of root 2. Okay, so everyone knows the power of 2, no? Power cycle of 2. So 2 to the power 6 is 64. So you can write this as log of 2 to the power 6 by log of root 2 means 2 to the power 1 by 2. Okay. So ultimately you can write this number as 6 log 2 divided by 1 by root 1 by 2 log 2. So that will give you the answer called 2. So question number 7, the answer for question number 7 is 12. Okay. Now, if I go to next question, question number 8, same like this. Question number 8 is similar. Question number 8 is same to that. Anyone who know the answer, so that is log of 2 root 3 is equal to 1728. So you can write as log of 1728 divided by log of 2 root 3. Now this would be a little bit confusing for many people. So basic maths is, that's why it is important for you to understand. Anyone who understand 2 root 3, if I ask you the square of this, the square of this would be 12. Okay. Then if I ask you what is 12 cube, 12 cube is 1728. Okay. So maybe calculator is given to you, but you don't need calculator. If you know the cubes and all, your work is done. So ultimately, if you understand this, ultimately if you understand 1728 is 12 cube and 2 root 3 square is 12. So that way, if you can understand this, or if you can understand, so this number log 1728 is nothing but log 2 root 3 to the power 6. So this value, when you see this value, that is nothing but it is log 1728 is nothing but it is the sixth power of 2 root 3. Or if you want, you can spend time with calculator and all. You can write the number called 2 root 3 to the power 1. that is 2 root 3. Then 2 root 3 to the power 2, so you will get 12. Then you can think 2 root 3 to the power 3, so that will give you 8. 8 into 3, that will give you 2 to the power 3, 8, and 3 root 3 cube is 3 root 3. So this will give you 24 root 3. Okay, then 2 root 3 to the power 4, that will give you 12 square, that will give you 144. So 16 into 9, 16 nines are 144. Then if I ask you 2 root 3 to the power 5, so 2 to the power 5 is 32, and 3 into 3 is 9, 9 root 3. So this will give you the value called 9 twos are 18, 1 carry, 288 root 3. So this is 18, 288 root 3. Then if I ask you 2 root 3 to the power 6, that is nothing but 2 to the power 6 into root 3 to the power 6. This is 2 to the power 6 into 3 to the power 3. This is 64 into 27. 64 into 27, if you do, you will get 1728. Okay. Fine. So the answer for this question would be answer equal to 6. Fine. So basic, that's why I'm telling you again, your knowledge on basic maths is very important. So work on basic maths, your tables, square, cubes, all the values, what is 12 cube, 1728, all that. If we know, then it's really helpful for us. Okay, so our 18 cube, 5832. So that will not go anywhere. If you from childhood, people, our teachers used to tell us to remember tables and all. So here and there, it will definitely will help you. If I ask you log of 1 by 81 and the base is 9, I think you can easily do this. Question number 9. So this you can write as log of 1 by 81. This is log of base 9. Question number 9. This you can write as log of 81 is nothing but 9 to the power minus 2. 81 is 9 square, no? Everyone knows. The answer is minus 2. Okay. Simple. So question number 9, you can see log of 1 by 181 to the base 9. Answer is minus 2. Simple. Question number 10, these are very easy question. 0.0625 is 1 by 16. That is minus 4 is the answer. So 10th one, the answer is option D. You can do that. They just try to give you to make you confused. So 10th one, if I ask you the 10th one, so the 10th one is log of 0.0625 and your base is 2. So this is nothing but, so if you know basic maths, 0.0625 is nothing but 1 by 16. You can work with calculator if calculator is given to you. So doesn't require calculators and all. It's basic maths. So this is nothing but log of 2 to the power minus 4 divided by log of 2. So the answer is minus 4. None of the option is minus 4. So the answer is option D. Okay, none of these. Okay, question number 11. The value of this log 2, log 3 values is given to you, but if possible, you can buy her this value. It's really good for you if you can buy her these values. So if you see question number 11, they have given you the value of log 2. Log 2 is 0.3010. This is the value of log 2. So if possible, please buy her these values. So log 2 is 0.3010, log 3 is 0.4771. Okay. Then if I ask you log 5, so log 5, if you can do log 5 is nothing but 10 divided by 2. So 5 is nothing but 10 divided by 2, and you know that log a by b is log a minus log b. So this is log 10 minus log 2. So log 5, if I'm asking you what is the value of log 5, so if see whenever you work on log, if base is not visible, then your base is 10. Okay, that is called common logarithm. Normally when we work on log, either your base is 10 or either your base is e. E is a Euler number. it is an irrational number. So whenever your base is e, that is called natural logarithm. When your base is 10, that is common logarithm. You will never see this. If base is not visible, it is base is 10 only. If base is not visible, your base is 10 only. Okay, so here the base is 10 only. If your base is not visible, so log base 10 10 is equal to 1 minus log 2 is already given, that is 0.3010. So that will give you the value of log 5. Log 5 value is 0.699. You can remember this, it will really helpful for you. If I ask you what is the value of log 25, so log 25 is nothing but log 5 whole square. That is nothing but 2 log 5. So if I am asking you log 25, that is 2 times of 0.699. That is 18, 19, 13, 1.398. So if you know this, it will definitely will help you. Okay, now coming back to the question number 11. So in the question number 11, this much information is given to you. Question number 11, this much information is given to you. So based on this much information, what you need to do, this much information is given to you. So based on this much information, what you need to do in question number 11. Question number 11, find the value of log 6. So what is log 6? So log 6 is nothing but log of 2 into 3. You know this, right? So log 6 is log 2 into log 3. So that is log 2 plus log 3. That will give you 0.3010 plus 0.4771. So the value of log 6 is 0.66, 0.7781. So the value of log 6 is 0.7781. Option number C. Okay, so very simple. Question number 12. Okay, now let's do this mock. This question number 3, which is there in mock. You can see this question. Let's do this question also. So let me write down this problem. So imagine the question is log base 9x plus log base 3x is equal to 3 by 2. Okay. So mock paper, if you solve the question, so that is log base 9x plus log base 3x is equal to 3 by 2. Okay, so you can write this number as log of x, this log of 9 plus log of x by log of 3 is equal to 3 by 2. Okay, now can I write 9 as 3 square? Okay, so log of x by 2 log 3. Okay, so you know now, I think by this time you can easily understand. Okay, so log 9 is nothing but 3 square, so that will become 2 log 3 plus log x by log 3 is equal to 3 by 2. Okay, so if you noticed, this is common only. Okay, so if you notice, this is common only, so I can write this number as 1 by 2. So this is log base 3x, this is log base 3x is equal to 3 by 2. Clear, no? So this, if you think this as a, if you think this as a, if you think this as a, so this is nothing but a plus a by 2. How much you will get? A plus a by 2, 3 by 2. So 3 by 2 of log 3x is equal to 3 by 2. 3 by 2, 3 by 2, you get cancelled. So ultimately you can say log of base 3x is equal to 1. So what is the value of x? X is equal to 3 to the power 1 means 3. That is your answer. The value of x is 3. Okay, now option number D. Clear, everyone? So see if there's any other question on log. So we'll do all the questions. You don't have to worry on that part. Okay. So you can easily understand the level of question is not at all difficult problem. It was very easy problem. You see how fast we have done that. So, so anyway, there's no question. There's only one question was there, and that too it was so easy. Okay, fine, guys. So I hope you understood this. Very simple. Okay. So going further, let's see. We have done till how many questions? We have done how many questions? We have done till 11 questions. Now let's do question number 12. So question number 12, you have to find the value of log base 2, log base 2, log base 2 16. So you have to do question number 12. So the question number 12 is like this: log of base 2. Question number 12, log of base 2, then again log of base 2, and then again log of base 2 16. This value you have to find. Very simple. So you can write log of base 2, log of base 2. So this value 16, what is 16, guys? What is 16? 16 is nothing but 2 square, 2 to the power 4. That is your 16. Ultimately, if you see this log base 2 to the log base 2 2 to the power 4, what that will give you? That will give you log base 2, log base 2, log base 2 2 to the power 4 is 4. Okay, so you can write this as log base 2, then this is log base 2 4, you can write as 2 square. Okay, so that will give you log base 2 2, that will be equal to 1. Okay, so 12th question, when you see this 12th question, the answer is 1. Okay, the answer is 1. That is your option number C. Clear na everyone? Fine. Now question number 13, to find the value of log 1 by 3 to the power base 9. Question number 13. Question number 13. Question number 13. Find the value of log 1 by 3. Find the value of log 1 by 3 to the base 9. So again, very easy question. So this is log 1 by 3 by log 9. So this is nothing but this is log. You can write as this as 3 to the power minus 1 by log 9. You can write as 3 square. So your answer is minus 1 by 2. Clear? The answer is option A. Fine. So now let's do question number 14. If log x plus log y is equal to log x plus y, then y can be expressed as. So question number 14. So question number 14 is log x plus log y is equal to log x plus log y is equal to log x plus y. Log x plus y. So you know that log x plus log y is nothing but log xy, that is equal to log x plus y. So ultimately I can write xy is equal to x plus y. So I have to write in the term of y. I have to write in the term of y. So xy minus y is equal to x. Y if I take common, that is x minus 1 is equal to x. So the value of y is x by x minus 1. This is the answer you get of y. Y value is x by x minus 1. X option C. 14th answer is option C. That is x by x minus 1. Simple question. Everyone please try question number 15. Everyone, question number 15. Anyone got the answer? 15th one, the answer is 0. Okay, let me do this question. 15th one, your answer is 0. So your question is for 15th one, your question is you have to find the value of log 15th one, you have to find the value of log base 2, then log of base 2, then log base 2, then find the value of log base 3, log base 3, and then log of base 3 to the power 27 cube. So this value you have to find. This value you have to find. Okay. So what everyone knows now, 27. So everyone knows 27, right? Everyone knows 27 is a 3 cube. So 27 cube is what? 3 to the power 9. Anyone have doubt? Okay. So 27 cube is 3 to the power 9. Okay. So ultimately this will be what? This would be log base 2, log base 2. This is log base 3. So this is log base 3, 3 to the power 9. Okay. So you know that if base and number are same, it will give you 1. So you can write this is log base 2, this is log base 2, this is log base 3, this will give you 9. Okay. Base 3, log base 3, 3 will be 1, 9 will come that side. So now you know that 9 is nothing but 3 square. 9 is nothing but 3 square. So log base 2, log base 2. And you know that 9, what is 9? 9 is 3 square. So that will give you what? That will give you 3 square means it will give you 2. Okay, so log 2, 2 is what? 1. So we'll get log 2, 1. That is equal to 0. So when we study properties, always remember the property that log base is anything, 1 will always give you 0. Log of 1 will always give you 0. Because why it will give you 0? Because what power of a will give you 1? That is only possible if you power, what power of a will give you 1. So that is only possible if the value is equal to 0. The rest, in any case, you will not get the value equal to 1. Clear, everyone? So the answer for 15th one is option C, that is 0. So 15th one, the answer would be option C, that is equal to 0. Okay, let's do 16th question. So let's do 16th problem. The 16th problem is like this. If log base 2x plus if log base 2x plus log base 4x plus log base 16x is equal to 21 by 4 is equal to 21 by 4, then what is the value of x? It's very simple. So by this time, I think you people are that much confident that I can write it like this way. So this is log x by log 2. So this is nothing but this is log x. 4 I can write as 2 log 2. And 16 I can write as 2 to the power 4. That is 4 log 2. So that is equal to 21 by 4. Now I can write this as log base 2x. This is 1 by 2 log base 2x plus this is 1 by 4 log base 2x is equal to 21 by 4. So now think to log base 2x is a. So 1 plus 1 by 2 plus 1 by 4. What is the value of 1 plus 1 by 2 plus 1 by 4? Tell me the value. Take LCM 4. So you'll get 4 plus 2 plus 1 means 7. Na? 4 plus 2 plus 1 is 7. Okay, so this is nothing but 7 by 4 of log base 2x is equal to 21 by 4. Ultimately, this will give you 3. So log of base 2x is equal to 3. So the value of x is 2 to the power 3. means 8. That is the value of x. The question number 16, if you see the answer, the question 16, the answer is 8, option A. Okay. I believe everyone got understood. Question number 16, the answer is A. Okay, now let's do question number 17. Given that log 2 is equal to x, log 3 equal to y, find the value of log 60. So let's do 17th one. So log 2, so, so log 2 is equal to x, log 3 is equal to y, log 2 is equal to x, log 3 is equal to y. 17th one I'm doing, 17th problem I'm doing. Okay, then find the value of log 60. Log 16 is what? Log 60 I can write as 2 into 3 into 10. That is log 60. That is nothing but log 2 plus log 3 and plus log 10. So base is, you know that base is your base, you know that your base is 10 only. So log 2 is x, log 3 is y, and log base 10 is equal to 1. This is your answer, 17th one. 17th one, the answer is option B. Clear now? Question number 18, log 2 is x, log 3 is y. Find the value of log 1.2. Log 1.2. So same condition. Log 1.2. So log 1.2. So you can write this log of 1.2 means 12 divided by 10. That is log of 12 is nothing but 2 square into 3. This is 12 by 10. So if you open the bracket, it will become 2 log 2 plus log 3 minus log 10. This will be 2x plus y minus 1. This is the answer. 2x plus y minus 1. Simple. So the answer is 2x plus y minus 1. Okay. Simple question, not at all difficult. So log 2 to the power 2 is nothing but 2 log 2. Clear, right? So that will give you 2x plus y minus 1. Question number 18. Okay. Now let's do 19th one. 19th is given, question number 19, given that log x is equal to m plus n, log y is equal to m minus n, find the value of log x by y square. Log x is m plus n and log y is m minus n. Log y is m minus n. You have to find the value of log of 10x by y square. Okay, simple question. So this is nothing but log 10 plus log x minus log of y square. Simple. Everyone knows this, no? So this we are doing from beginning. Question number 1, we are discussing that only. Log AB is log A plus log B. Log A by B is equal to log A minus log B. So log 10 is 1. X is m plus n. And this is nothing but log y square is minus 2 log y. This is 1 plus m plus n minus 2 log y is m minus n. That will give you 1 plus m plus n minus 2m plus 2n. So that will give you 1 minus m plus 3n. This is minus 2m plus 2n. 1 minus m plus 3n. That is the answer. 1 minus m plus 3n. Question number 19, answer is option number A. Okay. Try question number 20, everyone. Question number 20, everyone. Question number 20, that is 2 log base 10 5. Question number 20, 2 log base 10 5 plus log base 10 8 minus half of log base 10 4. So the simplified value, you have to simplify this value, very simple. This is log of 5 square means 25 plus log 8 minus log of 4. This is here, this is 1 by 2. The power will become 1 by 2. This is log 25 plus log 8 minus, what is the square root of 4? That is 2. That will give you log a plus b minus c. That is nothing but 25 into 8 by 2. That will give you log 100. So you know that base is 10. Log base is 10. Log of 10, 100 means what? 10 square. So your answer is 2 only. Simple. Any movement of time, any step, if you found any difficulty, you can pause the video at that time and you can watch the video again in case of any confusion. So you can do that work. But these questions are very easy, guys. Okay, so you should not take that much time. Now let's do question number 21. Now let's do question number 21. You see question number 21 is good question. So log 1 minus, okay, let's try this question number 21. So that is log 1 minus 1 minus curly bracket 1 minus x square 1 minus x square minus 1 here, then again minus 1 and then minus 1 by 2. Okay, so let's do this. This is log 1 minus 1 minus, so this power is minus 1, so it will give you 1 by x square. This is minus 1 to the power minus 1 by 2. Okay, so this would be log 1 minus, so if you solve this LCM, 1 minus x square minus 1 by 1 minus x square. This is minus 1. This is minus 1 by 2. So this will give you log 1 minus, this 1 will get cancelled, minus x square by 1 minus x square is minus 1 to the power minus 1 by 2. Now again this inverse function is there, that will give you log of 1 minus, that will be 1 minus x square by minus x square, then that is minus 1 by 2. So you can see the minus minus sign that can become plus. So you can write this as log of 1 plus 1 minus x square by x square. This is minus 1 by 2. So this would be log of, so x square plus 1 minus x square by x square to the power minus 1 by 2. So x square will get cancelled. So log of 1 by x square to the power minus 1 by 2. So it's very simple to solve now. So minus inverse function is the square root. So if you do this, log of x square, if you ignore the inverse function, now it become 1 by 2. Inverse function, numerator will become denominator, denominator will become numerator. And what is the square root of x square? That is x. So your answer is log x. Okay. So the 21th, the answer is option B. That is your log. Clear? Anyone have any doubt? Clear, the answer is option B. Okay, now let's do question number 22. Now try everyone, question number 22. Everyone, question number 22. So question number 22 is log, then fourth root you have to identify of 729. Then you have to find the third root of 9 minus 1 to 27 to the power minus 4 by 3. This question you have to do. Okay, so question number 22. So again, it's not at all difficult. You can do it very easily. Okay. So very simple. So 27. You can, if I solve this first. So if I solve this first, so 27 to the power minus 4 by 3. I can write 27 as 3 cubed to the power minus 4 by 3. So 3 will get cancelled. This is 3 to the power minus 4. Okay, so you can write this as log fourth root of 729 is nothing but 3 to the power 6. Okay, and this is 9 is nothing but 3 squared, so 3 to the power minus 2 into 27 to the power minus 4 by 3 is nothing but 3 to the power minus 4. And if you see here the cube root you have to identify. So this is log, you have to identify the fourth root of 3 to the power 6 into 3 to the power minus 6 of 1 by 3. So this will give you log fourth root of 3 to the power 6 into 3 to the power minus 2. So that will give you log of 3 to the power 4 of 1 by 4. This will give you log 3. Okay. So question number 22, if I see the options, the option A is the answer. That is log 3. Clear? Very simple question. Question number 23, I think A by B, all will get cancelled. So all will get cancelled means what? 1 will be the answer, 23. 23, if you want to do 23, so that is log 23. That is log base BA into log base CB into log base AC whole cube. This whole cube you have to find. Okay, this number whole cube you have to find. Very simple. So this is log A. This is log A. This is log A by log B. This is log B by log C. And this is log C by log A whole cube. So A will get cancelled, C will get cancelled, B will get cancelled. So 1 to the power cube, that answer is 1. Okay, simple question. Question number 23, the answer should be option C. Okay, 24, again very easy question. 2 root 2, if you see 2 root 2, 2 root 2 square is what? 8, and 8 square is 64, and 8 square is 64. The answer for that would be what power of 2 root 2 will give you 64? What power of 2 root 2 you'll get 64? So 2 root 2 to the power 1 is 2 root 2. Then 2 root 2 to the power You get 4 twos are, you get 4 twos are, that is 8. Then 2 root 2 to the power 3. What you will get? 2 root 2 to the power 3. 2 cube is 8. So 2 cube is 8. And root 2 cube is 2 root 2. And root 2 cube is 2 root 2. So that will give you 16 root 2. Okay. Then 2 root 2 to the power 4. This is 2 to the power 4 into 2 square will give you 64. The answer for this is which power? So here if I'm asking you question number 24, if I'm asking you question number 24, log base 2 root 2 64 means what? 64 you can write as log 2 root 2 to the power 4 will give you 64. So the answer for that is 4. So question number 24, the answer would be none of these, option D. Okay, question number 25. Question number 25. Already I have told you the value of log 25. Already I have told you the value of log 25 that I have done before. So log 25 is nothing but 5 square, and log 5 value already I have told you before. Log 5 is 0.699. If you remember, I have done in past. Already I have done in this class log 5 calculation. So log 5 square is nothing but 2 log 5. So this is nothing but 2 into 0.699. So that is nothing but 18, 19, 13, 1.398. So log 25 is 1.398, and log 8 is nothing but 3 log 2, and log 2 is 0.3010. So if I'm asking you log base 825, means I'm asking you log 25 by log 8. Log 25 is 1.398 and log 8 is 0.602. No? 0.602. 3 to the 6. Okay, so the value of this question, the value of this is 1.5482. This is the value what you will get. If you solve this, you can use calculator for that. So that is the answer is option C. Clear? So I've done all the questions on logarithm. Around 25 questions were there. All these questions I've done for you. In case if you have doubt in any question, whatever I've done, in case if you have doubt in anything, please free to mail me or write in the comment box your doubts. Okay, so anything you want to ask, just pause for a moment, think on everything whatever I have covered for you till now. Just pause for a moment in your brain and think. And I don't know for how many hours I'm teaching you. So from last X hours, think how much I have taught you, and think what you learned from this. So whatever you learned from this, you can secretly you can write in the notebook your learning outcome from this session. So whenever we work on log, always understand one thing, that whenever you find the log of any value, whenever you find the log of any value, log of n, whenever you find this value, you get one integer part that is called as crestactic. You get one integer part that is called crestactic, and then you get certain values from decimal that is called as Mantissa. Now to get this value of Mantissa, in order to get this value of Mantissa, you need log table. So if you get the log table, then only you can find the value of Mantissa. But the exams what we are talking about here, working on log table, anti-log table is not actually required. If you are in class 9 standard of ICSE board, you may be requiring work on log and anti-log table to solve the given question. But here when we are preparing for CA foundation exam. So this Mentiza work by looking at log table is not required. In exam, they will not give us log table. If in certain time when you solve the problem on time value of money and all, so that time you may require some values on log, or in statistics when you study when you are working on binomial theorem or Poisson theorem, there you may require certain application, but they will give you those values to you. So log table working and all is not required. Okay, so only thing you have to understand here, you have to study the application of logarithm. So when I found the value of log 2, the value of log 2 was 0.3010. So this 0.3010, this 0.3010, this was Mentiza. 0.3010, this was actually Mentiza. 0.3010, what you got, this was your Mentiza. While this integer value, that is 0, that is your Restatic. Okay. So if I ask you what is the value of log 20, so your answer would be 1.3010. Mentiza remain constant. Mentiza remain constant. So log 20 is nothing but 2 into 10. Log 20 is nothing but in bracket that is 2 into 10. So this I can write as log 2 plus log 10. What is log 2? That is 0.3010. And what is log 10? 1. So your answer is 1.3010. Clear, no? So if I'm asking you what is log of 20,000, what is log of 20,000? That is nothing but log of 2 into 10 to the power 4. That will give you 4.3010. So this integer part, what you're getting, that is called as Restatic, and Mentiza remain constant. Other way of calculating the integer part, if your number is greater than 1, then what you need to do, in that case, your Restatic is 1 less than the number of digits in the left of the decimal point of the given number. So before the decimal point, how many numbers are here? 5 digits are there. So your answer is 5 minus 1. That is your Restatic. Okay. So if your number is less than 1, if your number is less than 1, maybe log 0.0002. If I ask you this is nothing but log of 2 into 10 to the power minus 4. Okay. So in this case, your answer would be minus 4.3010. Okay, you understanding, no? So in this case, your answer would be minus 4.3010. Then, so the other way, if you get a number which is less than 1, then your Restatic is 1 more than the number of zeros between the decimal point and the first significant digit of the number. Okay, and the value what you get is always negative. So whenever you take the log value less than 1, if you take the log value less than 1, if I can plot the graph also. If you take the value, this is 1. This is 10, this is 100, this is 1000. So if you take the log value, if you take the log 1 is 0. Okay, log 10 is 1. Log 10 is 1. This is what? This log 10 is 1. So the y value is 1. So if you take the x value 10, the y value you get 1. You take log 100. So the x value is 100, the y value would be 2. Okay, so sorry. So the 2 would be here, 2 would be somewhere here. So this, so you can take this value like this. X value you are taking 100, y value you are getting 2. And any number, whenever you're finding the log, so if you find the log of any number less than 1, you always get a value, negative value. So this is the graph of log. So y equal to log x. If you plot the graph, your graph would be like this. Okay, you can remember this. So here domain and range, domain x value. So x domain is all the positive value, all the positive real number, and your range is from minus infinity to plus infinity. So you can understand this. the y value, that y value, there's no limit on y value. The x value will be always positive because you cannot take the x value negative. So the x value should always be positive. But when you talk about y value, that any value, you can consider any value in this range. So whenever you find the log, so whenever you find the log, any number which is less than 1, whenever you find the log of any number which is less than 1, you always get a negative value. You always get a negative value. So what the crescectic I'm talking about, Mantissa to remain constant. So we don't have to worry on Mantissa. So the crescectic, whenever you take a number which is less than 1, your crescectic is 1 more than the number of zeros between the decimal point and the first significant digit of the number. So you have to count. You have to count the number of digits. How many digits are there? You have to count the number of digits between the decimal and the first significant digit. So the digit here the zeros are 3. So your crescectic would be 3 plus 1 with minus sign. So you got minus 4.3010. Clear, right? So I believe you have learned something on logarithm, which is very important for all of you. And I hope you really enjoyed my session on logarithm. So I have, with lot of dedication and faith, done this session for all of you, so that you will learn something from at the end of the day. You should learn something. So with that intention, it's time to say goodbye to all of you. So I have covered all the portions and all the important discussions on logarithm. I have covered everything. So if you have any doubt, please free to come up with your concern or your questions. I'm most welcome to do that for you. So last but not least, my name is Amit Kumar Singh, and thank you everyone for this session. God bless you. Bye.